Hey everybody, this is Larry. I'm doing this problem as part of a contest, so you're gonna watch me live as I go through my dots as I'm coding. There'll be an explanation near the end, and for more context, there'll be a link below on the actual screencast of the contest. How did you do? Let me know how you do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and here we go. So Larry, uh, Q3, minimum number of days to make bouquets. And this one because I like to do them in order because I don't know. Uh, but so that's what I was doing because the problems were loading in the beginning, so I wasn't sure which problem I was looking at. But yeah, now that I settled in, there was just a lot of reading, um, and that's pretty much what I was doing. I was doing a lot of reading. I didn't understand what this problem was doing. I probably have some bad habits about reading. I go to the example. The example didn't really teach me enough. I go back to the problem statement. I read it again, and I run another example, and so forth. So I did this for about a minute, which if you're submitting in 3 minutes or 4 minutes, that adds up. But as soon as I understand what the problem is actually asking, I go to the binary search pretty quickly. So the idea, and of course, if you're watching, I do go explain these problems at the end. So definitely go to that. There'll be a link below if you like. But fast forward or whatever you like and go straight to the explanation. But this part, in the commentary part, I do try to explain my thought process as it's happening, which sometimes I don't have the answer right away. Or most of the time even. But yeah, but now I'm just trying to see, okay, boom day. I'm still reading on this problem, on like what's boom day and what's all these things, what are the inputs, and then now I'm like, okay, I think I have the idea. Let's. I think I briefly look at constraints, which it's reasonably okay for binary search, and that's the only thing that I checked really. Um, yeah, and that's pretty much it. So the idea, and the explanations will be at the end as well. But so what here is that notice that for a given day, so let's say you're testing a day X, how do you get the most amount of flowers from it or bouquets from it, right? Well, you just do greedy from left to right and construct patches of k consecutive ones as possible. And if you do that, and you look at how many flowers you make, well, that graph of days versus number of flowers or number of bouquets that you can make, it's binary searchable. And you want to find the first instance in which you can make at least 4 bouquets. And that's kind of the problem that we're solving. And again, in the later explanation, I go into it a little bit with some visualization. Let me know what you think about this problem. This was a little bit tricky, I thought, but still pretty cool. But yeah, now I'm just thinking about the edge cases of like, well, not edge cases, but like with binary search, something that, and I have a lot of videos on binary search, is that I get off by 1 errors a lot. So I really think through, okay, what does it mean for each point of the way? That's why I'm a little bit slow, but that's okay because when I'm fast, I'm wrong, right? And I'd rather be slower and correct than just be wrong, right? So yeah, and this is just the running count, the greedy part of this binary search. Um, yeah, and as soon as we encounter a day where we can't, we just set to 1 to 0 0. And if 1 is greater than k, then that means that we made a bouquet. And I just like spaces. And that's pretty much it. Actually, there's one more, which is that if it is not possible. I did not handle this case. Yeah, I was like, and the only thing I caught was that, there's two answers in which is a billion. So I was like, it's not possible. So I knew that another way of representing is not possible is if the end of your range is not good enough for this problem. So I did this if statement for that reason, and then that is basically what I did. I was going to just check if your answer is bigger than the max number of days, then return -1. But it could be the max number of days, so that's what I fixed, and then I submit afterwards. With binary search, I'm never super confident, to be honest, because there's always potential for off by 1. So when I click submit, I was just like, Q3, minimum number of days to make M bouquets. Yeah, so this one is just binary search. So that, which is again based off another thing, which is that it is greedy, and it is greedy by basically given a certain time, you always want to take the earliest running sequence of and make bouquets as much as you can, right? So let's say you have k equals 3 in this case. So let's say you have k equals 3. Like you have this one, then, and it's day 7. You always want to make it as soon as it's possible, because why not? Which is the basis for this greedy. And in this case, we cannot make it on day 7 because the second bunch of it, we made 1, but the second one, well, it goes for 12. So then now as soon as we see 12, meaning that there's a gap, and you might as well treat it as this, then we have to start over, and then we just basically move that along and then creating bouquets as much as possible. And then the question is, well, what is the first day that you can do this? And the first day that it happens is that you can do it with binary search with this greedy, meaning, okay, you test 12. Will 12 give it? Well, in this case, it's 2. Okay, they don't really give you good numbers to show you. But let's say you have this array, right? And you're doing, was it k is equal to 2? And you want to make 4 of them. So yeah, so in this case, you're just trying to, you try 5, and then 5, 5, you cannot make 4 bouquets. Yeah, and then you try a bigger number, and then so forth, such that, because it allows you to do greedy, because, well, the greedy part is another part, but the binary search is because the later you get, the more you can always, like, if you add a day to, let's say, on a given day, you cannot do it, or if a given day you can do it, the day after that you can always do it, because it's a sort of a subset of, or a superset of before, where you can make more bouquets. You can only make more bouquets as you go on, and from that properly, you're trying to find that line where, okay, I was, on the second day I did 0 bouquet, on the 5th day I did 3 bouquets, and you try to find that line where that meets 4 exactly, and that's basically what I do here. It's binary search, but it's pseudo. The range is on the range of the boom day, which the number of days, which is 10 to the 9th, which is, binary search of that is fine. The only thing that is a little tricky is making sure that you have off by 1, which is binary search in general, but also making sure that you handle the -1 case, which I took some time to. So the complexity, well, we don't use any extra space really, other than variables. So it's all 1 extra space. It's log max of the range of boom day, which is 10 to the 9th. So it's log of 10 to the 9th, which, it's like 40, or it's like 30 or something like that. But yeah, so it's all depending on how you want to say it, because it does not, it's that times n, sorry, so it's n times the log of the max of the range, because for each of these binary search we have log, you could say we have O of log of range of these, let's say log R of these operations, and for each operation we call good, which this is O of n, right? So because we have O of log n of these iterations, each of these do an O of log r. Sorry, I don't know what I was saying. So that's times n, which is equal to O of n log r complexity. So yeah, so that's kind of the complexity of this. This is binary search. It comes up all the time in programming, both in in competitive programming and interview. So definitely practice it. I say dynamic programming because maybe it's just something that's on my mind. But yeah, that's all I have for this problem. That's cute.